Welcome to the world of gaming in connection with the blockchain. Here and today in the video, we're going to talk about the Bioz project. As you can easily see here, we will go into detail about the company, and I will of course tell you why I am invested here and why it can be profitable. And you can then draw your own conclusions. Yes, let's do it. Let's get started. Yes, Bioz, that's the name of the project. Why at all? Crypto gaming. Last year alone, 2022, 120 billion euros was spent on games. That means people downloaded games onto their cell phones, then bought stuff, bought diamonds, or didn't want to watch ads. How quickly do you spend a few dollars just to save time for level ups and so on? And that's exactly why we have specialized in this market and built the bridge with the blockchain. Yes, it's so unique. I personally haven't seen anything like it before. They have really created something ingenious here, as you will see in a moment. Then let's just take a look at this year, 2023. The market will amount to around $173 billion. That's more than the film and music industries combined. In other words, people are going crazy with smartphones and games. Yes, that's exactly why we're positioning ourselves here. That's exactly why we're doing this. I don't think I need to tell you so much here. You've probably seen something like this on Instagram, TikTok, or when you play a game, you'll see ads, and we'll definitely take these measures to simply make our game known. And there's a saying that if you see it, it already works. This means that if others do it, then it will work for us too. Because the market is so huge and we want a small slice of the pie, then we'll be profitable here. The token launch was yesterday at 20 o'clock, and I'll show you what happened with this token in a moment. The first game is called The Run. It's a bit like Temple Run, maybe you know it, where you run around with a little man, have to dodge objects to the left and right, jump and duck, and the first game will be just as similar. It's definitely an addictive game, and that's exactly what we want. We want to get people to play the game. Other games are already in the pipeline, and that's the brilliant thing here. We have an entire ecosystem that ultimately supports the token, and that's this slide that describes it very, very well. On the left-hand side, it says Partner Program, which is the only option for generating tokens here. This means that you buy packages here for between $100 and $16,000. You get minting income in return, i.e. tokens are created, and these are then also used in the games, i.e. when more games come out, this all supports the token and they are used in the games. There is no way to create the token from outside somewhere or cheap. And then this token is traded freely for sale on the exchange as normal. I'll show you that now. Yesterday was the token launch at 20 o'clock, and you can see it started at 6 cents. We now have 16.01, i.e. in one day alone, you would have made 145% if you watched the previous videos of mine. Regarding the holders of the project, currently only 66 holders. That's nothing. If you know a bit about the segment, that's nothing yet. So I see so much potential here, and be someone who is here at the beginning, because positioning is everything. Buy cheap, collect lots of rewards, create lots of tokens, then sell at a profit. So then one of the coolest things, and that's also the bridge they've built, gaming with crypto. Crypto doesn't really appeal to some people who say, hey, that's even 95% of the world's population. They have no idea about it. They don't want to have anything to do with it directly. So the company has thought about how to build a bridge, and I would like to draw something for you. I have my tablet here. It's called Store Burn, means all purchases that are made in the Apple Store or Google Play Store in the game itself, if you don't want to watch any advertising or have special speed, i.e. special abilities, for example, running faster and so on, in this game, all this revenue is then taken for this. to buy up the token. This means that the supply decreases, and the demand simply remains, which means we have a shortage, a deflation, and if there is less and less in the world and the demand is very, very high, what happens to the price? You can answer to yourself. Then we have other burning mechanisms. 10% of all packages that go over the counter here are simply burned. Tokens are burned. Yes, then there is also a sell tax at 3%. 3% are also burned again. Then there are gaming features, which means that everything that is bought in this game is burned, and penalty fees, which means that if you buy a package like this, you get these minting earnings, and now there is the possibility of withdrawing them immediately or with a waiting period of 2 months, which is also the normal, usual procedure. If you wait 2 months, you can claim everything free of charge, and if you claim before 2 months, then you pay a fee for it. Yes, that's how you support the price of the token, and these token fees will be also burned. Now let me briefly go back to this slide. I'll briefly draw it out for you. I think it's very, very exciting, and then I'll give you an example calculation of why the whole thing can be very, very lucrative for you. I'll open Zoom for a moment so that you can understand it again. Here is the crypto section, and here is the normal iOS and Google Play Store. Yes, so crypto, of course, people buy a package. I'll also show you which packages are available here. From 100 to 16,000, and simply create the tokens. And yes, they then use these tokens for the game. Here, on the other hand, that has nothing to do with it necessarily. But as I just said, we have built the bridge here. All the purchases that happen here are bought with tokens. That's always very, very good. When there's demand, what happens to the price? It goes up. What we also noticed yesterday, from 6 cents, it's now gone up from 6 cents to 15 cents, and these tokens are being burned, and that makes us a bit unique. No one in the market does that you have simply integrated the non-crypto market here. With the burn mechanism, I think it's very, very successful here. So it's a simple idea in itself, but it has a big, big impact. Then, here again, a small calculation example. There are packages that are called gaming pass. So $100, $500, $1,500, $4,000, $8,000, and $16,000. What do you get for it? You get tokens plus a return on the creation of the tokens. Here it is, 150%, 160%. Excuse my handwriting. 170%, 180%, 200%, and 220%. I currently have the $4,000 package here. What I currently have, I'm going to buy another $4,000 package in the next week or two. But let's stick with my example. With $4,000, I've now secured the token price for 6 cents. Yesterday was the launch. You could secure the tokens in advance for the price for 6 cents. Now I get them. Calculator, I'll open here. Now I get, for $4,000 divided by 0.06, I get 66,666. I get a return on that, namely 180%. Here it is, times 180%. He gives 120,000 tokens. 120,000 tokens, which means that if the price were to remain the same as it was at the beginning, which it no longer is, I would already make 7,200 from 4,000 in a year. I think that's a very, very acceptable return. But here it is. Now I have 120,000. And now we have a current price of 15 cents. Yes, I'll show you again here. Even 16 cents. Sorry, 16 cents. 120,000 times 0.16 equals 19,200. I think you can do that, turn $4,000 into 19,200. It's a good and fair deal. And we won't stop there. Just assuming the price goes down to 50 cents, which is absolutely possible, then I have 60,000 here. From 4,000. That is an absolutely real situation that we are facing. I think it's brilliant here, lucrative, very well thought out, and in a market that can't be saturated. Everyone plays games. Even I've played games and spent money on them, just to progress faster in the game, not to watch ads and so on. And you can do that yourself in your example now. I have also produced instructions on how to register here and purchase a package. You are welcome to take a look. I'll link it here at the top. So, a company with lots and lots of potential. Several games are coming and supporting the project. The entire ecosystem looks bright for the future. I hope this video was informative for you. Check out my next one. I look forward to seeing you.